So this is what we are looking at. This is a bit of the shot that we are working on. And for this one here about hands on, I feel like the something that shows hands and all this would be interesting. Like actually I really like this one, but this looks pretty. Because let's say it means I'll need to animate a hand somehow. See, and then this is long form, so yeah, you have to be hands on. Can I put like you have to be linked here, or the you have to be will actually just be written here in the background? You have to be, and then where this little circle is will actually be that. Okay, I like that one. Put these two together. Can I just... Okay, I want to try that bit. Okay, let me just hide that because I don't know exactly where that part is. Okay, so now let's put our text U, and I'll just center it and then set it as this. You have... I want a shape layer that is rounded, and then we're not going with red. We'll go with, I want something here. Just take the title action save. Yeah, somewhere here. I think we'll go with the shade of green. This is the shade of green that I usually use for my character. That is what we'll look at. I need to center. Wait, let me center this first. Then, because I want to get the shade of green from her. Then we also need a solid at the background. I'll go with the white, of course. So this is our background, and then let's just hide this. That is the background, and then there's this going on. And then now we put the text. The text comes in, and we said you have to be. Because I'll put it here, and then also here I'll make it empty, because here I want it to be... What did I do? Control D. I want we have to be hands-on, so I want hands on. I want hands on to be there. Hands on. And just scale you down. I want it to be something like that, and then there's the arm. So for the arm, of course, I'll need to do a shape layer, because first we have this part, which I'll just begin with something like that. Yeah, I think, yeah, something like this. And then how is it here? It's usually here, and then I just put it back. And then there's another way to organize the write-up. Another thing, let's just try something else. Is there one? I need a font that has this as a circle. There, I love that. What is it? Harrow. But I don't want it in it. There's nothing. I just have it in italic. Okay, we'll do that then because I like it. I really do. You? Why are you not getting bigger? 400. Nice. 1000. Great. 1500. Yeah. I think that's nice. Scale it up. Maybe just do normal scaling. Normal scaling. And then maybe I make it white. Let me make it white. And then remove that shape layer. And then what I need to do is put it here at the center because I want it to rotate this way, yeah. And scale and yeah, something like that. Make a bit fat. Yeah. And I don't like how soft this is. I know I liked it a moment ago, but I've lost. If it wasn't in italic. This looks interesting. Go the old style. That's what it's called. Yeah, yeah. This. I like that one. I like that one. 168. I like this. I'm gonna scale you down a bit and then rotate you. But you know, if I say like you have to be and then I have this big question mark, it messes up everything. Because you can see, I like this because, okay, maybe I just say you have to be, and then the next frame I include this as hands-on. That means that is going to be super fast. But if I make this you, okay, let's try that. But now let's rotate this, do it completely upside down, and then let this one pop in, and then this comes in. This comes in. With have. You can actually just make it look broken. We break the letters. I want to split. Was there? I think there was. Is it this one? Break. Oh, it is select and split. No, I'm yet to get that one. There's one that actually breaks that. I think I got it. Text Exploder. Let's see. Window. Text Exploder. I was wondering, I know I got it. That split into characters. There's no active composition. Please open a composition. Apply. Okay. So I have everything now. I want to do like rotation and mostly rotation. Let's just let each of them be centered. And just do something. Let's just put this at the back, that we don't keep on touching it. So H A, you have completely crooked, have just rotate. Why am I removing the rotation thing? That looks odd. You can see I'm actually looking at this, and you see it's, what does it say? Whatever that it says. The text, wait, let me hide it to be. The text looks playful but still organized. We can say that. It's playful but organized. And that's what I'm trying to go for. So the thing is to just align half, then maybe bring it back up. And then this and the V this way. So something like that. Something like that, really. It's not really giving fun. It doesn't look fun. Just scale that up by 130. Maybe if they are massive, we can actually come up with something. That's what I was saying in the video, that what actually makes sense, or what actually is there that makes it more interesting, is that you need to sit down and actually try things out and just, look at what is going on and try out what you've designed or what you are getting inspired by. And that will help you a lot. Let's see. We have this. Let's go crazy. They keep on going up. Oh! Okay, now that I mistakenly pulled that up, maybe that can be what makes our work interesting. Let's pull. Okay, let me switch off the snapping a bit. It's really bothering me. Something like that, and then there's a huge V, and then there's that. Oh, okay. We are okay. We'll let you in. And then there's that. Okay. Something like that. Then how do you I can see what is going on here. I like what is going on here, where it turns white where there is this clip. Where there is the clip, it's a different color. Wherever it's overlaying, it's a different color. I really like that. So let's just continue. So you have to be let's apply that and then hide the main one. Come back here. Select everything and then just center it. Drag it all the way. And then of course B and E, I'll need you down here. T and O, you're going to remain up there. I need to also at least hide that one now, and because I'm working. T, I need to work with rotation for all. Rotation. 2. Maybe also scale you, because you like going crazy. And then this one here, I'll just also rotate a bit of scale. No, I mean rotate. I selected opacity by mistake, so just do a bit of that. Soup, rotate, scale it, not completely, and then you just put B now. Rotate that the other direction, scale you, and then may look weird, and then here scale also and rotate there. It looks crazy, but it looks interesting, because you can see this looks like, oh, the O has dropped, oh, it's balancing. It's not. It's okay. This, it just looks like there's something going on. And now we need to see how to build the look better. Can say. So let's find where in the audio or in the video where it says you have to be. I know we began with a different plan in mind, but what I would like to begin with is the text. We bring in you, okay, with a slide. I'm thinking a slide will be best for you from up there, and then it just slides in. Come on. Then it just slides in like that. I like working with a speed graph for text. We'll just do that and then lift this. It's not giving life. There, let's try that. And then next is this icon. I want this to be linked to this. When it's bouncing, we'll add a pum, 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 and rotation. I like that, but I need it to slide in, so I'll do that. Let's see how that looks if we also bounce it. So yeah, we try and see that. Let's see. It's moving so fast. Maybe this has to reduce. You have to be hands-on. There. Unless I make it just go all the way here. Then push that all the way. Okay, I think it's because it's rotating from quite from up there, it's quite a lot. Maybe I just reduce that. What about scaling it? Then I scale that from where it's at to 0. Should also try doing a bounce to that. We try doing a bounce to that one. Okay, so it's doing something. And then now because I've done that, it makes have to be a bit more confused. Because where will they go? Because I feel like 2 can go below. So let me just take 2. 2 can go below the exclamation. Move. 2 can go below the exclamation. And then B can go above. So it will look like that. B can go above. And then maybe her can be below and then VE can be above. But that makes sense. Splitting the word and then some above and some below. Let me try that. Okay, but now I also need to figure out how exactly this part of the text can go in. Oh, you see that? Tap, 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 tap. They should somehow be related to how that swing is going. So it bounces in and goes behind her. So is her HA. HA. So I reduce that. Oh. And let's do simple scale rotate. Scale rotate. And do, let's try 10 frames first. And we rotate by, let's just go 0 on either side. And also 0 here. We start from the origin. From wherever you began. Come on, hey. I did not do the same. I did not put the originals here. Okay, so 0. We go 0 all the way. 0, 0, 0. We already put the 0. And moment of truth. Please select one or more properties. So, rotate, bounce it. Bounce it, and then also come to this, bounce it. H comes first. Let me do that. You have, that looks interesting. So you have, so by the time it reaches here, I think now we can go for V and E. Of course, we go for V and E scale. We go for scale, and rotate all the way, push it up to 10 frames, do that, then go back, and everything is taken to 0 now. 0, 0, 0, and 0. Okay, this is now dragged, this is V, dragged in up to here, and we drag this in a bit, select H, and just bounce the thing, and then don't forget to stagger. But let's see how this goes. Okay, so we come here, stagger that. So here, that is where now T comes in. T is 2. No, sorry. That's B. T. We have 2. Let's see. Same thing. Same thing. Scale. Scale, rotate, scale, rotate. Rotate, scale. Go for 10 frames. Everything, go back. 0. Great. Now also the same thing. Drag that forward. Drag that a bit. That begins E. So this, and then push that. Something like that. You have to. Okay. So now we also do the bounce to that. And come back to O and also do the bounce. Then B. Of course, that is where now B comes in. Alt that. Scale, rotate. 10 frames. The same thing. All the way back. We are repeating the process. 0, 0. Okay. Take this, drag it in. Take this, drag it by 1 for now. Then select that, bounce it. Do the same above here, bounce it. Now that for B, B, and then this one here we move a bit forward and end it here. I want everything to end at the same point. Okay, let's just save that for now, and then we see how it looks like. Let's see. Okay, now the only thing that is different here is you. Because for you, we did not do anything. Maybe I can, let me see my user presets. Do I have anything about text? I have a simple bounce. Okay, simple bounce. Nice. What about 02 text animation? Okay, thank you. We've done that. take all of them. I want to do Control Shift C and say you have to be. I want them all as 1, and then scale that to 80. Maybe that, to enable that. Scale it again, maybe 70, because I want to see the text. What about scale? Scale, bro. And make this long. No, it actually messes everything if I do that. I think at 80 actually works. And then that means for this shape layer, scale, I want content rectangle path. I want roundness, and then size. I want that to also be animated. Let's do 0. But then here, I want it somewhere here. Nothing super long. Let's move it up to here, because it's just at the beginning. So when everything is popping in, I want you to already be in. Let's see. So I like that. There's a very nice bounce to it. And then another thing that can be done here is, let's see, layer styles and drop shadow. For drop shadow, for the color, go for that same color, and then do distance. And instead of, no, let me do yellow. The yellow that is approaching an orange. Yeah. So instead of multiply, let's do normal. And then I don't want to, it has a shade of green. Okay. How does that look? You have to be. And then also add the background here. Control Shift D. Delete what is there before. And also whatever is happening here, Control Shift D, cut that. Let me just push it for you to see. Yeah. By the way, now that I've done that, noise, grunge, rough and edges. Let's see how rough and edges looks like. Border. This is blocking me, so let me remove that. Yeah, it looks interesting. I like it. Okay, so I like this. We're done with that part. Now we go to hands on. This hands-on part is where the tricky bit is. Hands-on. For hands-on, we said we need. We delete this. This is the other thing that I was using. This is what we want for hands-on, okay? And it needs a hand. So I need to figure out how exactly this hand is going to be made. What we did last time, we started with a solid rectangle for this whole wrist up, and then there's this, and then what I started trying to do was adding the fingers. Let's continue doing that, because I've added that. The other one I'm assuming would also come from that point. Will also come from that point all the way here, here, that, this, somewhere here, all the way back, and then where we fold. And then for the last one, same point, all the way here, that, this, here, of course at the joint, then goes up, and then where we fold. And finally all the way here, down here, up to that point where they're all meeting, and then close. So that's what I would imagine things are happening. Okay, now all this would need to be under this one, so this will be up here, that will be up there, and then this one would be the topmost. Okay, so let's move this, because if it is an animating, that comes from up there, and then this, now this is what comes from up here. This one we link it here. Okay, this is linked here, this other finger is linked here, this is linked here, this one will be linked here, then what is that? Delete. Oh, it was a duplicate, so this one will be linked here. So what we'll now do is, see this point, all these 3 fingers, all these 5 fingers, sorry, will be linked to this main shape layer, then this shape layer will be linked to that. So what we do is position, rotation, position, rotation, take the hand up from wherever it came from, and then do that, and then bring it back down, 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 and do, okay, maybe the rotation can start from that 0 or whatever value I put to that, something like that. Let me just move this. Let me try adding the bounce it. Okay, going crazy, but we're there. And then we are here. We also do rotation, not for that, but for these other ones. Rotate. Let's put keyframes. That is like our original. And then each and every one is going to move. So I do inwards, 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 outwards. That'll look like a real hand motion. Okay, maybe I feel like this one here will need to move more. So it's left behind, so there. And this center one, we center it. Can I really do that? Okay, let's just push this here. And then do the bounce for each and every one. Can I select all? And then bounce. I think it took one. Bounce that. Then finally bounce the last one. Let's see how that looks like. Okay, what is bothering me is this small finger. Maybe I add a bit of gray to it so that it looks like it's actually at the back. Then I now put it at the back. Because it wasn't showing, it doesn't look as if it's from the back. It was just like a solid thing. Okay, let's just break that. And then do this. Loop out. Let's try loop out. Loop out ping pong. Copy the expression. Paste. Copy expression only. Paste. Paste. Control C. Alt click, Control V. Alt click, Control V. Alt click, Control V. Okay. We can also just drag that forward. And it's best to ease your motion. Okay, so we have that. Okay, let's remove our reference and what? Let me cut that. But I can't see because the hand is a different color. Okay. What if the hand is this green? What will happen if it's that way? Just take everything, come here, fill, make it that. Go back. Take the small finger down here. Make it a bit darker. Like that. And then you have to be, or should I just make it black? Everything black. And then you have to be, and just bring back the background, you have to be hands on. So I want the hands on to be linked to them, because I want to like make it look like it's hanging off. So let's link this to this one. Okay, instead of that, maybe I can link it to this finger. Will it really move with it? Let's try. Yeah. Okay. There. And then what I'll also do here is do a scale. It also needs to start from somewhere. Scale it to 0. And then I'll do a rotation now. Rotation. I'll bring you all the way here. Okay, let's let you start all the way there. And then we bring you to something like that. So before I bounce the scale, let me try just applying it directly to the rotation. And then we see how that will look like. Okay, so you have to be, then I bring this in. And say, you have to be hands on, hands on, hands on, okay? Okay, you have to be hands on. You have to be hands on. Hands on. And then I want position to be animated. After it reaches here, then it just like position also the scale. After it reaches here, then it does like tap. It does like a rotate, and then it just tap, drops, drops. Control C, Control V, just drops, and then it rotates, tap, and it's like it's collapsed. course that won't work. That just looks like that will work, but I want to see. You see that? Yeah, that won't work. You have to be hands on. Content, shape, path. Okay, one thing I've not done, I noticed, is I never rotated this. And so I was wondering, like, is there something I'm missing? Let's do something like that. Up to here, I don't want a bounce. And then bring it inwards. Something like that. Goes all the way to the center, and then it goes like a full, just a full rotation. And then let's just easy ease that. That's why you realize, okay, let's just remove that. Let's also bounce it. Maybe when you bounce something and then you don't bounce another thing, it just doesn't work. Are you bouncing really? Are you? No, it's not. It really isn't. Because this is at 0, this is at 9. Unless it begins at 0, then goes to 9. Rotate. Bounce it. You see, there's really nothing. There's really nothing, literally nothing. It's just stuck in one motion. Let me say 50 then. Yeah, it's not animating. It's not animating. And why is it not animating? Bounce it. Yeah, I'll just have to do it manually. So it comes up, when it goes here, I want it to go back. And then it comes back here, it goes up, goes back up, does this, comes back here, does that. So we actually have something now. This, and then just space it out. And easy ease. Let's see how that looks like. You see, it looks like we are forcing it to move in a direction that it doesn't want to. You see that? It's like it's moving the opposite direction. So if the issue is that it looks like it's moving opposite direction, maybe me moving it from, let's just put it at 0 here. And then instead of going, I didn't, maybe do this, break the arm completely and then bounce it. Yeah, I think that is better. And then you see something like this, where it's down here. I prefer just going back to the path and editing it. Taking it all the way up there. But we don't have anything that is just, popping out of frame. Okay. Hands on. This, I think I want the frame, the layer style, the drop shadow. Let's try with white. Yeah, that is better. The yellow was looking somehow off. And then you have to be hands on. So how do I bring in this? Unless I slide it down, but not completely. So it just looks like it's leaving the screen. Oh no. Need to link this here. And just, even if it's ever so slightly, just somewhere there. After this, somewhere here. And then we do flow starting from what direction? This direction. Just reduce how much that is all the way here and apply. No, it's not that direction, it's this way. Starts from low and then goes up. This is the fastest part. Let's try that. Okay, it's moving. Let's put you here. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Yeah, it looks bad. It looks bad. It looks terrible. I don't like it. Let's go back to graph editor. Speed graph now. We try the speed graph. And then I want to do like a twitch, like a zap. Because I forgot when I was fixing those things, I did not show the screen. So we've done our this is our transition here. Ta-dum, 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 ta-dum. I like it.